People are being tortured, detained, or even executed solely for a reason of who we are and who we love.
We in the West have made such positive strides in the area of civil liberties that we now have people who basically seem to regard any minor annoyance as a form of oppression. What's often forgotten, however, is that there still are places where segregation exists, where women don't have the same legal rights as men, and where you can be put to death for being a homosexual.
If they refuse to sell you a pizza because you are gay, this is not fascism, this is just bigotry. But if they kidnap you, put you into a secret prison, torture you into giving up your friends' names, and then return you to your family, saying, either you kill him or we will. Now, this is fascism.
The plan of the Chechen leader Ramzan Kadyrov to eliminate the country's gay community by the end of May proves once again that the death by government is much more common than the death by criminal. No government in the world is allowed to interfere without freedom to choose. In the case of LGBT rights, a freedom to choose a person we love.
Despite Russia's non-tolerant stance to homosexuals in public, they do not go so far as to believe that someone should die by virtue of who they are in their private lives.
Russia's anti-gay campaign in Chechnya is not only LGBT matter, it is a matter of human dignity.
What is happening is horrible, and actually I cannot find words to describe it, what is happening.
Hi there, I'm Beatrice and I live in Ireland, a place where the Catholic Church has its hands all over our constitution, yet we respect LGBT people because they are people. But I heard the same, it's not happening in Chechnya right now because of Kadyrov.
This signals a stark breakdown in trust foundations of a society and a slide into autocracy that must be opposed at all costs.
I live in a country where LGBT people can marry and adopt child, in which laws don't discriminate citizens on the basis of sexual orientation.
I think humans, wherever they are, should have that same freedom like we have in Vilnius, and I think humans everywhere should be very concerned about what's happening in Chechnya right now, because it's disgusting.
And those who believe that love is none of the government's business should speak up against barbaric, homophobic oppression in Putin's Russia.
Today, it's not only legal to hate on homosexuals, it's a moral thing to do. They are the scapegoats of society. My LGBT friends were shot at, maimed, and forced into hiding because of their identities, and it's only getting worse for them. Horror stories like the one that happened in Chechnya were unthinkable 3 years ago, and today nobody's surprised by it.
Because it seems to me that it's not enough just to make a conference or discussion on LGBT rights, or just to make one video as it is now.
Please talk to your politicians about it, because ours don't care. Please talk to your newspapers about it, because ours don't write about it. We can't make it on our own.
But it's not a thing that should be tolerated in a free society.
Furthermore, no ends of political ambition can justify the massive killings of people. Thus, what we see currently happening in Chechnya represents an outrageous violation of human rights and a breach of the rule of law.
I strongly believe that we must fight for freedom to love. Silence is not going to stop the violence.
As a libertarian, I believe in equality before the law and in the principle of non-discrimination. For that reason, I condemn the persecution, violence, and mistreatment gay people are suffering in Chechnya.